you got to be on the same page. If you and your wife are on the same page, man, you can weather a lot.
Yeah.
And so I think less from this podcast says, here's the recipe, do this. The bigger emphasis is get on the same page, pray over it, seek the Lord, listen to this podcast, go find some people that you love and respect who have a family like you want to have and go, hey, can we take you to lunch? We're buying. We'll take 1 hour. We have a couple set of questions. So be a good learner, learn from other people, take them out to lunch and go, here's our 3 questions. You know our family, or here's our family scenario, and get some specific counsel based on your situation.
Yeah.
And then you and your wife, at the end of the day, wise counsel aside, have to sit down and make an agreement. And that's where the power is. If you and your wife have an agreement about, and it's intentional and thought through and biblical and been checked by wise counsel, man, you can weather a lot.
Yeah.
You can go into crazy situations, or you can even invite crazy situations into your home.
Yes.
And do just fine if you're on the same page. Where we see 98% of the car wrecks is when the husband and wife aren't on the same page.
Yes.
Or worse, the husband makes a decision without including the wife or involving the wife. Yeah. Bro, oh, come on, dude.
Yeah.
That's just, you are asking for division and asking for dysfunction and asking for brokenness and asking for conflict. And you're putting your wife in a very hard position because she's wanting to submit to your leadership. And quite frankly, your leadership isn't worth submitting to.
Yeah.
And so don't put your wife in that position by making decisions with your family, or hers for that matter, that you haven't talked about. And vice versa.
The same
wife.
goes for the wife.
Yeah.
Like, don't be going to your mom and making all these plans and then go back and be like, oh, by the way, babe, we're going to be with my family for this and this and this because we always do this and I don't want to let my mom down. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
No, it goes both ways.
You have to understand, if you do that, ladies, you're putting him in a terrible position. Either he makes a decision to offend you and your mom, or he submits to you and your mom's leadership.
No, not good.
That's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
And so when you put him in that position, you're setting him up to fail. And if you're in that position, husband, my encouragement to you is be gentle, be patient, be loving, be kind, and be firm. Babe,
it's got to change.
We got to figure out who's leading this household. I think God's called me to lead it, and he's called you to help me. When you make decisions like that, it feels like you're leading, either intentionally or unintentionally, undermining my authority, and I don't like how it makes me feel. Can you understand that? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
And then you're off and running. And if she's like, who cares, screw you, well, then you got a bigger problem. But either way, don't look past the symptom and just think it'll go away. If there's a symptom of an issue, chase it, because the root is probably, what's the word for a cancerous tumor? Malignant.
What? Metastasized?
Metastic. Yeah.
Metastatic.
Whoa, metastatic?
Well, if it metastasizes, that means it goes into the other parts
like
of the
what I'm
body.
saying, like
don't let it spread.
If there's a symptom there where the husband is feeling disrespected or the wife is feeling violated and run over, that may be symptomatic of something deeper, and that root could be connected to a malignant tumor.
There you go.
Like a cancerous tumor.
Yeah.
It's probably not benign. Oh, not that big a deal. No, it might be a big deal.
Yeah.
Now, if you follow the symptom to the root and it's just like a misunderstanding or a forgetfulness or I hadn't even thought of that, man, you can take care of that. But if it's, I know, and I don't care, you got to figure that out.
Yeah.
And so the holidays, I think, are a wonderful time to assess health.
Yes.
Marriage health, family health, alignment, unity, oneness. And if you find continued, regular, consistent conflict cropping up around the holidays, it may be a sign that there's something more significant to address. So don't skip over the symptom of dysfunctional, conflict-filled holidays to address something deeper in your marriage. Because when that gets addressed, all of a sudden the holidays aren't an issue anymore. So if you're listening and you're like, holidays are regularly challenging, well, okay, let's figure out why.
Yeah.
And like, let's set holidays aside for a minute. Let's set your quote unquote dysfunctional family aside for a minute. And let's look at maybe perhaps your dysfunctional relationship and figure out what's wrong there. Start there. I say that because I work with families sometimes who are having problems in their marriage or their children.
Yeah.
And they immediately move environmental. Well, it's their fault.
Everything
It's
outside.
the school's fault. It's the coach's fault. It's the football team's fault. It's my uncle's fault. It's the family's fault. And I want to go, you sinned.
Right.
Right? You chose to put yourself in that environment. You chose to put yourself around those friends. You chose to respond in that way.
Right.
And so I when I'm working with someone one-on-one, I'm very slow to run to environmental reasons as a problem, because like for you, like this might be an overstatement, but there are very few environmental pressures, if any, that could disrupt us. Like we could go into any dysfunctional situation and we come out just fine because we're locked down here. We have agreements, we have unity. Now it might challenge us. We might like take a torpedo shot to the whatever, but we'd regroup. Whether it's health issues or demonic attack or crazy family members or wild friends or life circumstance situations, when we get hit with that torpedo, we have a pre-commitment, a predetermined, there it is. Why do we do podcasts in the morning? That's such a dumb idea, man. Words are hard.
Brain.
Yeah, it was a late night and no sleep. Stupid smoke alarm. We have a predetermined commitment to protect our unity no matter what. So if something tests that, then we come back and go, hey, are we good? If so, keep going. If we're not, then we got to figure out what that is. So if the holidays are continuing, if the holidays consistently bring up stuff in your guys' relationship, it may not be the holidays. If your dysfunctional family is regularly torpedoing whatever, it may not be your quote unquote dysfunctional family. It may be your dysfunctional marriage that you need to work on.
Start there.
Yeah, that's what I'd end with. Take personal responsibility and ownership for your life, your actions, your words, your marriage. Oftentimes the problem is in the mirror, not out there. Don't stop here. Go watch the full message by hitting the video right here. And if you're looking for free resources and tools to strengthen your marriage, manhood, leading your family, and growing as a stronger man, head over to strongermannation.com. We've got resources and podcasts that dive deep into real life issues, fatherhood, marriage, and intimacy, and how to live clear-eyed in a confused culture.